Hey, fight fans! Welcome back to another MMA Daily News Update. We've got some exciting stories lined up today, featuring some of the biggest names in combat sports and a few unexpected moments. Let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about Khamzat Chimaev. In a recent video shared by a fan, Khamzat was seen playfully punching the fan, and the fan took it like a champ, like it was nothing. It's a fun moment that's been making the rounds. Let's check out that video.
100%.
Next, some fans managed to get Mike Tyson involved in the Give Me My Money trend. They caught him in a funny moment, and it's definitely worth a watch. Let's see that video.
Just give me my money.
Yeah! Just give me my money. Yeah! Fucking money.
Moving on, Canelo Alvarez recently talked about UFC Noche during an interview. With his own fight on the same night, Canelo confidently stated that no one breaks his pay-per-view records. It's all about Canelo. Let's see what he had to say.
I love what I do.
The fight is on the same day as UFC. And the turkey said something about, Saudi said something about that.
The UFC numbers is going to crush the boxing numbers.
No, it's not.
I don't believe that. I believe Canelo Alvarez is the biggest in the world.
It's just different.
It's different, right?
Yeah, maybe other boxing match, maybe. But
Why
Canelo
not
is
this
different.
boxing match? Why not yours?
Huh?
You say maybe other, why not yours? Like why?
Oh,
like,
there
no,
are
this
other kind of fights, but Canelo is just different. And I don't care if he's the UFC there. When Canelo fights, he's different.
I like how you talking about yourself in third person, like, when Canelo do something.
Next up, Robert Whittaker gave his prediction for the upcoming fight between Israel Adesanya and Dricus Du Plessis. It looks like Whittaker might be favoring DDP in this one. Let's check out that clip.
Their previous fights. Dricus, his last fight against Strickland, right? He moved forward, he put pressure on Strickland, didn't let Strickland do that to him, shut his game down, was very aggressive, crowded that space, didn't let Strickland really find the rhythm that he likes to fight in, and come away with the decision win. Okay? Strickland, prior to that fight, fought Adesanya, did exactly that to Israel, pushed into his space, didn't allow Adesanya to utilize that dangerous space that he likes fighting in. He crowded him to a point where he didn't let him have any free distancing from the fence so that he could move away and be evasive, because he loves fighting like that. He's very tall, he fights very tall, and he likes countering like that. He slips back, he leans back, a lot of weight on that rear leg to get away from the punch and the strikes, moves out, circles out. Strickland closed that gap, crowded that space, kept Adesanya's back to the fence for 90% of the fight, and beat Adesanya by decision win. Okay? So, this fight, Dricus versus Israel, we have to look at it and think Dricus was able to do that. Obviously, styles make fights, but Dricus was able to push that plan against Strickland, that Strickland was able to push against Adesanya. So you would have to think Dricus is going to push that same plan, that same motive on Adesanya. And I guess the $1 million question is, what has Izzy done in his layoff since the Strickland fight to make sure that doesn't happen again? Because you can bet your bottom dollar Dricus is going to push into that.
And finally, Suga Sean O'Malley shared his thoughts on the Izzy versus DDP fight in his podcast. He also had some fun discussing who the real African champ is. It's a lighthearted moment that's sure to get some reactions. Let's see that clip.
Things change. Sean versus DDP was a close fight. Sean versus Izzy wasn't necessarily such a close fight. Israel Adesanya's had an insane amount of fights in an insane short amount of time. So he had a good long break. This is probably the longest he hasn't fought in a while. Both African American,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Don't laugh. So yeah, that's an interesting fight, man. DDP fixed the nose. Izzy coming off a loss. Oh, I hate predict. I like both those guys. Izzy, I've looked up to Izzy a lot, just the way his career's played out and the way he's stayed so active. But DDP, talking to him at the fights that one time, he was like, "This fucker's funny. He's cool. Seems like a good dude." It's an interesting fight because imagine Israel wins. Does Sean Strickland get that rematch? Or would that be a rematch? We got Jared Cannonier fighting.
Yeah,
soon.
but if Khamzat and Whittaker.
So that division's fun right now. Either guy wins is still fun next fight for the title.
That's all for today, fight fans. Thanks for tuning in to our MMA Daily News Update. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe.